This is like our last line of defense at this point. I remember this sentence. You see where this is going? This is cursed, Butler right? Red? Butler Red? That's why he's not the culprit? That means no one else will die? Oh my god, how are we doing this? Come on, truth about 6 years ago. It's been 4 hours. How can she exist in episode 4 then? It's contradiction to Nox? How can she cut Red's truth with a red truth? What the fuck? Oh my god, they really broke it. That's some paranormal ending. No one ever spoke about Kinzo in any of the red or blue truths. It is the rod of the endless interpretations. The true source of the endless witch power. In other words, no matter how much Berencastel were to claim that Kraus was the culprit, she wouldn't be able to make that the sole truth. That is the Kraus culprit theory, and the witch theory could exist in almost perfect balance. Bato could make the game a draw. Berencastel was tempting her. She was offering her a second chance if she would abandon the honor of the family she would sworn to protect, and consent to waving a fragment that would trample all over that honor. There was no room for false confidence. For Beato, to lose was to die. Unless she could see herself an overwhelming advantage in this game, the right move had to be actively purse a draw.
後宮家次期当主、後宮家の栄光を受け継ぐ唯一の人間です。その人間に犯罪者の汚名を着せるなど断じて許しません。良いのか夏日、クラウスを疑ることを放棄するなら、もう
There's still Kinzo, as I said.
そなた以外の全員のアリバイの証明、すなわちヘンペルのカラス。
I don't remember Hempel's Raven rule. That was like total mess for me, even in the time when it was like introduced. That's like total mess for me. I have no idea what that was even.
何の証拠もなく、そなたを犯人だと断定できてしまう。私しか残らなければ何だというのですか。私は後ろ宮夏日、逃げも隠れもしない。私は潔白です。そして心に片翼のわしを刻む高潔なる当主代行です。私を罵りたければ罵りなさい。あざけりたければあざけりなさい。誰にも虚実で私の名誉を傷つけることなどできはしないのです。
Okay. With dignificant voice, Natsuhi stated her case openly before the witches above her. However, this response of hers might have been exactly what Berencastel had intended.
夏日は取引を拒否。ベアトは分かってるわね。夏日が特定された瞬間にラムダは判決を下すわよ。その瞬間に魔女幻想は否定され、あなたはつゆと消える。夏日のくだらない意地に地獄の底まで付き合うつもり。
Come on, claim that it's Kinzo. They can do that, right? Or I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, maybe they will say it's Kinzo in a second, so maybe don't write yet. Because Umineko like doing that.
リーチェ、あんたはよく戦ったわ。ここが潮時よ。夏日を説得して、なんとかギリギリの妥協策を。
ラムダデルタ教もベルンカステル教も、真の敵はお嬢様ではなく退屈そのものです。このゲームをまだ繰り返し遊びたいはず。お嬢様が譲歩するところを見せれば喜んでそれを受け入れ、次のゲームに仕切り直すはずです。
Yeah, probably.
次のゲームに仕切り直され、このゲームの夏日は
Probably cease to exist.
このかけらの夏日はそんなの気にしてる場合じゃないでしょ。夏日なんて所詮駒よ。このゲームで取り除かれても次のゲームではまた登場するわ。
しかしお嬢様はそういうわけには参りませんぞ。今回のゲームでベルンカステル教の手の内は分かったはずです。それを生かし 次回のゲームで勝利を目指す方が現実的です。ここはベルンカステル教の取引に乗るのが唯一無二の上策かと。
くだらないプライドは捨てなさい。カスパロフもディープブルーも無敗じゃないわ。
Okay, makes sense. I don't know. I know who Kasparov is, but I don't know who Deep Blue is. You can let me know in the comments.
最後に勝率で勝者を決めるんでしょ。一つの勝負、一つの人生、一つの駒に魔女が死ぬわよ。
Too attached to a single piece, huh? I guess that would be the butler. For our sad battle.
そういうわけにはいかなくてな。誰もが違うと言っても自分だけは信じる男の強さと。
She believes in Butler, huh?
それを捨てなければならなかった男の悔しさ。わらわは
Okay.
わらわは夏日を見捨てぬ。なぜか誰もが夏日を疑うのなら誰かが夏日を信じねばならぬからだ。真実とは疑う者と信じる者の狭間にこそ見つけ出せるからだ。
The gap of those who doubt and those who believe. Truth is somewhere in between. Huh.
わらわは見捨てぬぞ。誰もが夏日を犯人と信じるならそれでもわらわは魔女が犯人であると主張する。
I really don't know how to do a stream after this. I really don't know for now. I have to think about this.
それが主張できるならわらわの存在価値などそれまでよ。負けられねえんだよ。真実ってのはさ、誰かが否定するもんじゃねえ。自分が疑って捨てた時に消え去るんだよ。
Truth is something that disappears when you doubt it and abandon it yourself. Huh.
それがベアトの返事？
ああ、当然拒否よ。後ろ宮クラウスは犯人にあらず。
Chaos is not a culprit. Yep. Other people in the mansion besides and so he committed the crime. Why no one's still speaking about Kinzo? Are they like when he introduced himself, he said like he's somewhere on Rokkenjima. Like none of them said that he's dead in red to confirm that stuff from previous games. I mean, maybe they don't have to. What I do with like previous reds at this point?
もう取り返しはつかないわよ。愚か者の短期にふさわしい報いを受けなさい。奇跡の魔女ベルンカステルの名において赤き真実を語るわ。
Okay, shoot the red.
後ろ宮クラウスは犯人ではない。
Okay, so we have like confirmation of that.
そしてとっくに殺されてるわ。
Oh shit! That's new! Okay, how long time ago do you mean?
あんたに電話で声を聞かせた直後にね。
Shortly after you heard his voice. Okay, so she had a phone call and then he died. Like culprit never intended to let him live. Okay. Interesting.
そんな。
So who's the culprit then? It must be Kinzo. I mean, we know Kinzo's dead. God damn it. God damn it, Kinzo's dead, but they don't know this. They have claimed that Kinzo is someone on Rokkenjima, so in this specific case we can claim that Kinzo is the culprit. We can't do that. This is like our last line of defense at this point. And attack, actually. Berencaster cruel and ruthless Red Blade gouged Natsuhi. It was all too merciless. The lack of knowledge of whether Kraus was alive or dead had almost crushed Natsuki with anxiety, but she had at least been capable of believing that he was alive. And now that hope, that expectation, had been crushed without any chance for a miracle. She had thrown herself into this trap out of concern for her husband's safety. With the loss of her daughter and husband, she had now lost everything she had gained since marrying into Ushimiya family. No, even after all this, one thing still remained. The husband was lost, and right now, she was the last person who could protect the honor of the Ushimiya family. She still couldn't let it end here. Even wrapped up in so much sadness, Natsuki would do all she could to protect that honor. With her last ounce of strength. Kinzo? Kinzo?
いいえ、これで終わりよ。
What do you mean over? Shut up.
残りの食堂の人間は全員1時まで食堂を出ていないことは赤き真実で確定してる。
Doesn't matter. Kinzo is out in the woods. You didn't set that in red.
つまりもう夏日以外全員のアリバイは証明されてる。
You want the mansion as an alibi. Okay. Inside the mansion, that's very specific. What about people outside of the mansion, huh? Actually, wait, that doesn't work if you think about this, because we remember the beginning of the game. Everyone who's on the island is actually... in the room. That was weird. Yeah, like Erika said, it was like said in the beginning of the game that everyone that's currently on the island is in the room. Why would they say that though? Like they didn't like prove. Okay, this is inconsistent actually. Because Erika said, or I don't remember who, someone said that everyone who's on the island is actually in the room in the beginning of the game, right? Like after Hideyoshi died, the last scene we had, everyone is in the room. So they excluded Kinzo for some reason. They don't have a proof that Kinzo is dead as a pieces on the game board. Sure, we have this like the red truth as the reader, but we are now investigating the game board as the piece. So... Kinzo?
あなたたちは後宮夏日以外に犯行が不可能であることを証明しきったわ。主文から読み上げようかしら。被告後宮夏日は先に就寝すると偽り実質へ戻るふりをして午前1時までの1時間の間にジョージ、ジェシカ、マリア、ローザ、ゲンジの5人を次々殺害したわ。主文追加。
Okay.
状況証拠からクラウスの殺害も追加を。
Include murder of Kraus, okay.
そうね。クラウスを殺せるのだってこの状況じゃ夏日以外に考えられないわ。
True?
主文を訂正するわ。
But still, Kinzo.
午前1時までの1時間の間にクラウス、ジョージ、ジェシカ、マリア、ローザ、ゲンジの6人を次々殺害したわ。殺害可能時間はいずれも24時からの1時間の間だけ。その1時間の間にアリバイを持たない犯行の可能な人物は後宮夏日だけだった。以後ゲームは被告を真犯人として扱い進行。また事件が人間の犯行で完全に証明されたため無限の魔女ベアトリーチェ当幻想法廷はあんたの存在をここに否定することを宣言するわ。
Come on, Butler, do something. Come on, you cannot let it end like this.
神戸の機会があるけど夏日のアリバイを証明できる？ もしくは夏日以外が犯人の可能性を示せる？
Yes, Kinzo.
それさえできれば夏日は黒ギリギリのグレー止まり。あんたの存在否定は今回は保留されるけど。
If Natsuki had an alibi, Beata would have shown it long ago. In fact, wasn't the whole point of the trap to make her lose her alibi? Yeah,
ア
pretty
リ
much.
バイの証明などなくともわらわは夏日の無実を信じるぞ。そなたらが偽りの真実をどう決めつけようとな、わらわこそが真犯人である。夏日は無実である。たとえ証拠がなくとも。真相は六軒島の夜の主、黄金のベアトリーチェだけが知っています。私は後宮夏日、夫なき今、私が後宮家の当主です。我が心、いかなる恥ずかしめにも口切ることがありません。それはなぜかお父様が私に心に片翼のわしの紋章を刻むことをお許しくださったからです。
Finally, you mentioned him again.
私の心臓に刻まれた紋章と名誉をあなたの証拠とアリバイとやらはどう否定できますか？できません。私の心に刻まれた後宮家の紋章は不滅。
Now that Natsuki and Beatrice had practically been placed on the guillotine, they cried out with all strength of determination. However, that did nothing except bringing a cold smile to the Game Master Lambda Delta's face. How will episode 5 end? Is it over? Or there will be like some chessboard turnaround? Erika had constructed a truth that Lambda Delta could accept, and no one could construct a more convincing truth to deny Erika's. In that case, the most convincing truth would swallow up everything else, and become the one and only truth. Even if that happened to be different from the real truth, the truth of those in the past is swallowed up by the truth of those in the future. Interesting! I remember this sentence. That was in the episode 4. It was said by... It was during some conversation between Anja and... I think it was the guy who had the letters. Or the book. Yeah, about the guy that had the letters, I think. I don't know his name. I don't remember him. But that was mentioned back in the episode 4. Actually. Even if that truth is a fiction, as long as everyone acknowledges it to be true.
よく吠えること。私は魔女が火あぶりになるときは命乞いを泣きわめく子が一番好きよ。あんたみたいな虚勢を張るのが一番興ざめなの。
Okay.
だからその虚勢を打ち砕く赤き真実を私からの最後の贈り物として。
Okay, what kind of truth will you say?
何ですか？よせ。ベルンカステル教。
What kind of red?
もはやそなたの望んだ真実で上書きされるであろうが。
What?
その真実と夏日の真実は相入れるはず。
Your truth and Natsuki should be able to coexist.
怪我さないでやってくれ。
What? What do you mean? What kind of red truth? What?
夏
Okay.
日金蔵があんたの心に片翼のわしを刻むことをいつ許したっての？
When did Kinzo ever say it was okay for you to engrave the one eagle? He was dead all the time. Wait, what?
あんたの妄想の中の金蔵の言葉でしょうが。
Yeah, I just realized. True.
本当の金蔵はね、生涯ただの一度もあんたを心の底から信頼したこともないし、 あんたに紋章を許そうと思ったこともただの一度もないわ。
This is actually fucking valid. I didn't thought about this. True, Kinzo is dead. Every single conversation that we had with Kinzo is with the delusion. None of what he says is true. God damn it. When that heartless announcement was made, Kinzo stood up. Oh.
そなたの心に刻まれた紋章は誰にも汚されぬ。そなただけのものだ。後ろ宮家の最後の当主としての誇りを永劫に忘れるな。
The crest is the pride. It's not something you are allowed to have. You just have it. Or you don't. Oh my god, this music again. Oh fuck.
夏日
やかましいわ。消えなさいよ。
Delusion.
夏日のゲロカス妄想。
Yo. Ben Castle is seriously dangerous.
消せぬぞ我が魂は。
Wow, Kinzo's putting such a resistance to this.
夏日が心に紋章を刻み続けるかい。
Wow.
この嘘つき幻想が本当の金蔵はそんなことを言わないわ。
Wow. More red truths.
消えなさい。夏日によって美化された。夏日にとって都合のいい夏日の中の妄想の金蔵。
What an ocean of red. Holy shit. Bright red flashes of light smashed Kinzo over and over again as he screamed. That's definitely not going to be one episode. There's no way I'm putting 3-hour episode on the channel. No way. Then he cramped like a doll and sat back down in his chair as though nothing had happened. The fierce emotion had left Kinzo's face. He had truly become like a wax model. And so, he would never again share kind words with Natsuhi. Yes, the true Kinzo never once trusted Natsuhi during his entire life. The true Kinzo never once thought about allowing Natsuhi to bear one winged eagle. Although it doesn't deserve repeating, Kinzo had already passed away before the game began. So okay, they are all aware of that actually during this trial. I was thinking like, from like peace perspective. From the pieces perspective of the game board that they could like accuse Kinzo, but it's all gone now. It seems like they all know. Anyway. The Kinzo appearing in this game was nothing more than Natsuhi's delusion. Everything about Kinzo, who believed in Natsuhi and entrusted her with protecting the family honor, was an illusion created by Natsuhi.
後宮金蔵の信頼を生涯得られなかった真実を。
Shit.
泣くな。そなたは金蔵に後宮家を託されたのであろう。
No, he didn't. Not only he did not entrust her with that, he never said hello or met her gaze even once. What the hell? That's one way to break a spirit of someone. Natsuhi cry. A mixture of sadness and many other emotions echoes throughout the cathedral. But Natsuhi is not a culprit who had that red truth, so who is? Natsuhi could not longer stop her tears. Some last, faint element that had cheered her up until today, that had allowed her to endure as an Ushiromiya, as the wife of the head representative, and the final family head, had been torn to bits. Natsuhi no longer had anything left. Sorry, I have... Natsuhi could no longer allow herself to even call herself an Ushiromiya. The difficult days, the painful days, the days where she still gave everything she could for the family she'd married into despite it all. The rare happy days that existed among them. All of these flitted through her mind one after another and disappeared. All of those beautiful memories now crushed by Bergcastle red truth and smashed into tiny shards that scattered everywhere, buried themselves deep into her hands and soaked them red with the blood of sorrow. It was red of sadness and truth.
以上です。ただ事件がそこに存在するだけで。古田エリカはこの程度の推理が可能です。
I've never been so annoyed by this phrase as I am right now. Holy fuck. Why you said that now, Erika?
いかがでしょうか、皆様方。
You are annoying, that's what I think. Lambda Delta clapped. Then a little later, the unexpected, Bergcastle began to clap as well, looking satisfied. The expressionless, wax figures-like audience followed suit, and the unshakable verdict was welcomed with a great applause. And so the truth of this tale was decided. What about the red that Butler got? Oh! Oh, this is the thing! That we had at the beginning! Also, this is the new soundtrack. Right now, no humans exist on this island except for those in this parlor. And with one exception, it has been shown that none of them have committed murder. The culprit is among these people.
Oi, oi.
So, this whole representation of the court was really what I thought. It was really the talk in here. So that was just a representation of this.
となると決定的じゃねえか。
魔女が犯人で魔法で殺人を犯したわけでない限りね。あんたなの？あんたがジョージを、主人を殺したの？
Why would she kill Jessica? Like, why would she do that? Like, just think about this, Ava.
どうして？
Everyone, what the hell? I mean, yeah, like they deducted this, but this is lie. We know this, and we had the red truth that she's like not a culprit actually.
どうして？私は殺していません。私は何も。
In panic, and with a voice that really couldn't be flowing, in a manner that was, to put it coldly, unsightly, Natsuhi denied the suspicion placed upon her. However, there was no longer any way around it. The girl stood up, brushed back her long hair, pointed at Natsuhi and said it one more time. There it is. The beginning scene.
あなたが 犯人です。後宮夏日さん。
Red face and tear streaked, Eva walked up to Natsuki and grabbed her by the collar. Then wordlessly she slapped Natsuki's cheek. Ooh. Natsuki, who had never been slapped in her life, was shocked by her first even taste of iron. Oh shit! Oh my god! It turned into the scuffle between Eva and Natsuki. Butter immediately tried to stop them, but Eva planted a sharp knee into the Butter gut and he doubled over. Why no one thinking that? Okay, I see why they're like accusing Natsuki, because it makes sense to them. But as a reader and like someone from like the plane of the meta world, basically, I'm annoyed by this. We know that she didn't do that. And also from moral perspective, why would she kill Jessica and Kraus? Sobbing, Eva kicked Natsuki, who had fallen to the ground over and over. Butler tried once more to cut in and stop them, but he was brushed aside. And after that, no one tried to stop them. Repeating her son and husband names over and over, Eva kicked Natsuki and kicked her. Then she started grabbing whatever her eyes fell upon and throwing it. Natsuki was hit with a steaming teacup. Then a can of black tea. Those tea leaves fell out all over her. She was kicked, her hair pulled and dragged up. Her cheek slapped so many times that it started to swell. What the fuck is going on? Why no one stopping them? No one tried to stop it. Yeah, sure, make a video out of this for TikTok. Fucking damn it. It wasn't because they were worried about Eva kicking them too. It was because they thought it an appropriate act of retribution for a person who had lost her beloved son and husband. But she can like beat Natsuki to death basically. A proper retribution. A proper truth. Everyone in the parlor accepted that Natsuki was a culprit. They accepted the truth that Erika claimed. So it became a proper truth, and Natsuki was designed as the proper culprit. She had already lost the husband and daughter who had protected her, and even Kinzo, who should have given her a final bit of strength, had already vanished like a bubble in the ocean of illusions. No longer would anyone protect her. No longer would anyone believe her. So she was now the true culprit. Eva's shoulders heavied with her heavy breathing. Apparently her anger still hadn't updated. Erika patted Eva's shoulder and made her take a step back. Of course, this wasn't to protect Natsuki from violence. It was to further humiliate her, now that she had been branded as the culprit. Oh my god, what's happening? I hate this! I so hate this. Oh my god, what's the third one? I don't even like tracking them. Oh my god, why do it? The one that I'm struggling the most. Really? Is that true for like mystery genre in general? Let me know in the comments. Is that true what she's saying now? Why do it must be confessed by the culprit? The why do it refers to the motive.
なにもどかに夫を人質に取られ脅迫されて罠にはめられただけなんです。
Natsuki, with her hair a mess and her face red and tear-streaked, protested to everyone, but no one met her gaze. Because it had already been resolved that Natsuki was the culprit, because Lambda Delta had acknowledged that the culprit of the tale was Natsuki and woven it that way. None of the pieces would pay any heed to Natsuki the culprit words.
Natsuki は犯人ではない。
Yeah.
我こそは黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェ。
She cannot appear to anyone.
そなたらが夜の闇に怯えた年頃よりはるかに前から君臨する六軒島の夜の支配者。なぜわらわの罪とせぬか。なぜナツヒを疑うのか。
My sin. Once again, it's about sins. Sin from 6 years ago, sins from 19 years ago, and this one.
わらわを認めよ。すべてはわらわの犯行ぞ。人間が犯人ということなど断じてあってはならぬわ。
The wish illusion had already been crushed, and Beato's voice didn't reach anyone. The verdict had already been announced. Everything had been decided.
聞こえてないわよ。誰にも。あんたは幻。ただの幻想。お帰りなさい。ただの肖像画に。金像の幻想を親族が共有することによって生まれた儚い幻の魔女。それがこの世界の選んだ真実なのよ。さあ、大ラムダデルタ教。この魔女を語るおこがましき愚かな幻想を今こそ葬り去りたまえ。さようならベアトリーチェ。あなたを魔女にしたのは私のお友達になれるか。
This is the part that we remember from the party of episode 3, I think. Like, apparently she gave Beatrice like powers and she said that she can take it away from her anywhere she wants. Anytime she wants.
私の退屈を紛らわしてくれるか。そしてあなたは期待に応えてくれたわ。
Okay.
後者のね。
The second one. So the first one is the sad one, Beatrice. And this one actually made her like happy.
わらわは魔女であるわ。ラムダデルタ教に認められずとも魔女であるわ。
私が後見人にならなかったらそれを信じることもできなかったくせに。
If I hadn't become your guardian, okay. We are getting into like Beatrice's existence finally.
さあ、あなたはこれでゲームオーバーよ。あなたを葬る方法はあなたのゲーム版のルールに従ってあげる。あなたのゲームでは敗者はどうなるんだっけ。すでにベアトが過去のゲームで一度はっきりとそれを見せてくれてるわ。生きた肉の塊にしてヤギの晩餐会に放り込んで食い散らかされるのよ。ふさわしい最後だわ、ベアトリー。
Oh wait, really? We're going to have like Beatrice eaten by goats now?
高慢ちきなあんたの断末魔が聞きたくてはるばるこんなところまでやってきたのだから。
Butler? Butler, come on, do something! One by one, a massive number of unspeaking goat attendants slipped out from behind the pillars and began to fill the cathedral. The goats paid no attention to Natsuki. He was seated in the center, but the crowd completely enveloped her. From Beato's point of view, up on the balcony, it must have looked like a huge boiling pot of goats.
そうであるな。元よりそういう契約であったな。
そうよ。あなたが私を楽しませることができなくなったら、
Okay.
その身をもって 私の退屈を慰めるのが私たちの契約。さあ、その女から魔女の座を奪い、ヤギの釜へ放り込みなさい。
What is this? Like, what's the relationship? That's the thing that I was like wondering since that tea party. I still wonder, what is this? How did she become the witch then? Is Lambda Delta actually like a real person who met Beato at some point? Title the witch and throw this woman. I mean Beato, okay. Suddenly there were goats standing right behind Beato. They lifted her up fruitfully. Okay, just like random bullshit fury, just for your like entertaining, I guess. Lambda Delta created Beato. And apparently in Kuvadorian, Kinzo had a mistress and they had Kuvadorian Beato. You see where this is going? This is cursed, right? What if the mistress of Kinzo was Lambda Delta and they had Beato from Kuvadorian, and Kuvadorian Beato is basically kid of Lambda Delta and Kinzo? This is totally random. I know this is wrong and stuff, but it sounds cursed and I just had fun. Thought about this, kinda, I guess.
あんたはこの日のために寝かせてきたワインね。ならば、それを聞かせるのがわらをやった言わせた。
Okay.
それを捨て台詞にしてくれる子が聞かせてくれる悲鳴が最上級なのよ。もちろん。
And this is how it ends, episode 5. So Butler didn't do anything after all. The goats carrying Beato no longer viewed her as their master. After holding her above the pod of clambering goats, which were snorting heavily in anticipation, they threw Beato's tender body into the air. All at once, the squirming goats faced the heavens and raised their arms. It was almost as though devouring her flesh would allow them to forget their pain for just a short while. As she flew through the air, Beato tried to smile boldly, but it was so forced that it seems even more pathetic, greatly pleasing Bernkastel. When Beato fell into the pot, the goats caught her. Of course they didn't do it gently. The arms of countless goats pulled at her flesh to keep it for themselves. They tried to tear her to bits. It didn't have to be flesh. Hair, fingernails, shoes, even bits of her dress worked just fine. Oh my god, we're really going to like... Oh my god, this is really ends? That's how episode 5 ends, with Beato actually dying? The mouth of those goats were the gateway into hell. However, Beato was too big to pass through that gateway, so they had to chew and tear her. It was bits small enough to fit into it. Beato let out a bold laugh. She laughed from inside the pot of goats. However, her expression was very different from the one she had intended. It was the expression not of the witch, but of a single human, screaming out for the final time. Yo! Butler Red? Butler Red? Butler Red? That's why he's not the culprit? Then the seal goats parted. That's the only red I can think about. Oh, Lanor! Never mind! Never mind then. Even if she's like the piece for Bernkastel she defeated... Okay? She's defending Beato. Lanor leapt forward, slicing all the goats in her path with a single flash of her longsword. It was a thin slice, like cutting through the butter. The goats were surprised by Lanor's sudden appearance and stepped back. In the center, battery is covered in tatters, sobbing.
何の真似？異端審問官ドラノール。恐れながら申し上げます。
Okay.
この判決に意義のある者がおります。
Oh, okay. Butler's finally going to stand.
そやつの名は後宮バトラです。
Okay. Resurrected player. What the name of the soundtrack. All of the goats stared at the butler. Red truth? Say it. Say it. That will be contradiction to everything. They will need to figure something new out. Or truth. I get it. Lanor's offering me a helping hand. If she hadn't jumped in there, it would be all over. And I fully understand. How am I supposed to fight? But it's that very understanding that makes me unable to fight. Because I know I can't win by simply countering Erika's truth. If I want to deny her truth, I will need to present a different one. And I still don't have a clue what the truth is. I mean, you just got the truth that Natsuki is not a culprit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know that. By now, everyone is certain that Natsuki is a culprit. It might be too late now, even for the real truth. And Eva, violence will probably go unstopped. And no one is even thinking about protecting Natsuki. It's no longer a situation where you can say, oh, the truth will eventually be found. And in this world, even the time allotted to us is exposed to truth is very short. It's already midnight and the end of the game. Also, everyone dies at the end of the game, so if they find out the culprit that early in the game, that means no one else will die? I guess so, because they figured out the epitaph as well, right? The police would come, but right, the police and investigation after the Rokujima incident. Everyone was missing. Even the mansion was missing. So that one is a undeniable truth. That after the during the investigation, mansion and the people were missing. That's the truth actually on the outside world. After the incident, the police won't come, the truth won't be revealed. Only the truth, the sight upon here and now, will remain. I slowly stood up, walked in front of Bat and faced Lanor. I have no plan. I don't know the truth. However, if I don't jump in now, I won't get another chance to fight. The red used by Erika group is mercilessly strict. I seriously doubt that I can put together a truth where Natsuki isn't a culprit without violating that red. Wow, Lanor making the confident face, you can do this. Come on, Butler, you have it. Wow. I love this face, I love Lanor, she's so good.
上書きされるのだ。
Huh.
本当の真実なんてどこにもないのだ。
The real truth doesn't exist anywhere.
ドラノール、素敵なシナリオだわ。やはりお姫様の処刑にはナイトが現れないと面白くない。
This was a reference to the episode 2 when they were talking about like the last meeting on the beach. Like the knight, like Butler said that he will come back as a knight on like white horse for Shannon. I still remember that and I still have issues with this.
そしてその眼前で弾頭を見せてやるのに勝るものなし。古き駒と用済みのプレイヤーたちをまとめて葬り去りなさい。
Okay, let's see.
良いです。大ベルンカステル教に栄光あれ。
Okay, we're actually fighting the Ranor now, what the fuck?
我こそは首席異端審問官ドラノール・エノックス。
Ranor, you just helped us. Please don't. I know you're strong.
いざ参られい。後ろ宮バトラ。
Well, you said you will do your best against her, and she said she will do the same. Keep your promise. Okay. The only reason Erika Fury is strong is because of those seals. She was given red so quickly just because Lambda Delta easily bought the alibis created by those seals. But the seals aren't red truth. They can be reapplied. I just thought about this. Someone could like leave. Oh my god, this is so fucking simple. Oh my god, this is so fucking simple. Because he said that seals aren't red truth, I just realized. Someone could just leave the room, see the seal, and just reapply it. And hide somewhere. Outside of this room. This way, if like Erika, for example, went like next to the Genji door and she saw the seal, it doesn't mean Genji is inside. And it doesn't mean the door wasn't opened. It was just replaced. And he could enter through the window to be in bed, back again, and stuff like that, you know? Just sticking paper in the door crack is far from perfect. There's no way something like that can prove anything with certainty. I don't know where to end the recording session. I'm recording like, I think around 4 hours now, straight. I'm really tired, but I cannot stop. I just cannot stop. It's 2 AM. It's fucking 2 AM. Umineko, what are you doing with me? Am I becoming one of you? I think I do. And I like it.
そのひき肉にはあんたの大切な妹のひき肉も混ぜてあげるわ。
Oh my god. Going bring Angel back?
素敵な合いびき肉になるでしょう。
Oh my god.
皮に包んで蒸して小籠包にしてやっぱり醤油でしょ。フライパンで焼いて卵を乗せてケチャップが最強よ。
エリカお得意の封印の信頼性は疑えないのか。
Okay. Blue truth.
髪を挟むなんていい加減な方法で絶対のアリバイにはなり得ないはず。偶然気づいた人間が元の位置に挟み直すことだってあったかもしれない。
That's what I said. He's pulling the first very solid thing. Let's go. The blade of my blue truth should have slashed diagonally through Lano's chest, However, Lana's expression didn't budge in the slightest, and there wasn't a single wound on her chest. Okay, so what's happening? What's your red?
何が飛び出すかと思ったらバカバカしい。私からご説明しましょう。
Okay.
私が扉を封印していたのはこれ。バトラさんはこれ紙だと思ってたんですか？
Erika once again held up a thing that looked like brown paper.
これガムテープです。
Duct tape. Okay, so how is this different, though?
それも非常に粘着力のある。
Okay. And?
それにハサミを入れ、切れやすくしてあります。
True?
それにさらに切れ目、扉と枠部の3箇所に模写不可能な私のサインにて割り印がしてあります。
Yeah, if every single one is like that, that makes sense actually. I don't think like they could reproduce that. So what's the next plan then?
よって痕跡を残さずに剥がすことも貼り直すことも一切できないわけです。
Ah.
抜刀申請、石剣、
Red key.
承認。
Slashed.
以上により封印の完全性は保証されました。
Okay, what's the next plan, Butler? I think like I would leave that this battle to Butler actually. I don't know what to do in this situation for now. Maybe it's been just too long and like I'm not like thinking straight on 2 a.m.
ミスエリカの封印は何も何も破れずごまかすことはできないのです。
Okay, so something about what? Outside of seals, outside of seals.
エリカの封印は認めよう。だがエヴァおばさんがした源氏さんの部屋の封印は違うはずだ。
Good one! Didn't thought about this. They said that Eva put her own seal. Huh! God damn it, why?
エヴァの封印もミスエリカの封印と同一のものです。
Seriously?
この封印方法はミスエリカとエヴァが晩餐後に共同で考案したものだからです。
Okay.
エリカは科学捜査に用いるとか言ってじい様の部屋の薬物をいろいろと漁ったな。
Yeah?
その薬物の中に例えば溶剤があったかもしれない。
Okay.
それを使えば爪の痕跡を残さずにきれいにガムテープを剥がすことも可能かもしれない。
Huh. Oh shit. Gertrude.
謹んで申し上げる。すべての封印はいかなる方法でも痕跡を残さずに剥がすことは不可能なり。
Oh my god, really? Another one?
緊急、謹んで申し上げる。すべての封印には不審な一切の痕跡は
God damn it.
以上により封印に何らかの工作が行われたことがないことが証明されます。
Oh my god, how are we doing this? If Butler can make like out of this situation, then I will be like so seriously impressed.
復唱要求。
I'm like still keep like getting impressed by Butler in this episode. I called him like El Beatrice like incompetent in like question arcs. He was like pretty dumb in some situations. He's like evolving in episode 5. Even though he's not much in the episode 5, he's like he really shines now in episode 5. He's evolving.
エリカとエヴァのすべての封印には剥がすなどの封印の機能を損なわせる一切の工作はなかった。
What else? What else?
が残るようなガムテープをあちこちにベタベタと貼りやがって。
What else can you do? Lanor is my only enemy. There's also subordinates, Gertrude and Cornelia. And also Erika and her massive burn castle. And even Lambda Delta, the one who hijacked Beato's game. Everyone in this cathedral is an enemy. So many reds, stop it! How can you... How? I don't think Butler can pull it off, maybe. Can he? He have the red truth about Natsuki not being a culprit, but what if he will use it? What will happen if Butler used that red? Like, genuinely question. What would happen if he used that red? Like, they never said in red that Natsuki is a culprit. That was just the deduction of like every single other red. So if he says that Natsuki is not a culprit in red, that's like no exit. That will be a draw, and without shaming Natsuki. Actually. I think you have to use this red, like there's no other chance to win this. You can only take a draw. That fierce rush of red immediately repealed my feeble truth. It's obviously why. I don't have any alternate truth. Even in this final stage, I have nothing. If I only knew the truth, that could prove Aunt Natsuki innocence. If I only could make a fury that waves its way through Erika's red. Why can't he use the truth that Virgila gave him? I don't get it. He's not a piece. He's the meta butler, he can use it. Let me know in the comments, because maybe I don't understand how the red truth works. Why it's impossible for him to use it? Like, from my understanding, if he would use it, that would be like default draw. Instantly. Because there's no room for anything. Because they excluded everyone with their reds, and Butler would exclude Natsuki with his. That would be like, no one is a culprit, basically. Damn it, I don't know anything. Oh my god, Butler is so good.
お前を殺すのが俺の約束だ。だから俺以外の奴がお前を殺すことを許しはしない。俺は約束を絶対に破らない。
But what can you do? You must use the red that Virgilia gave you.
嘘だな。そなたの約束など、わらわはもう二度と信じぬ。
6 years ago, are we going to get mentioned that? Are we going to get mentioned that? I will not trust your promises again. 6 years ago, 6 years ago, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on.
俺がお前に何の約束を
6 years ago, it seemed you forgot. Come on, come on, come on, come on. What is it? What is it? Come on, come on, come on. Come on, truth about 6 years ago.
そなたの言葉で、わらわは地獄を受け入れられるというもの。
Shit, that pains her so much that he don't remember. She will still not tell him. It's just so painful for her. She will not tell him.
殺せ、わらわたちを。ベルンカステル、ラムダデルタ。
Wow, it's so painful for her that he don't remember his promise. But she would rather die. What is his sin? What did you promise her? That would lead to this! Butler, what the fuck? Like... 6 years ago, you were like 12. What kind of promise 12-year-old kid can do to murder everyone on the island? What? Batu let out a shrill cry, overcome with laughter. It was broken laugh, and tears streamed down her cheeks. Butler's words would no longer reach her ears. She kept on laughing insanely, like a broken record.
それで終わりですか？情けない。やはり失望です。後ろ宮バトラー。
That battle lost it.
殺してくれドラノール。わらわをバッサリとその赤きたちで真っ二つに。
What's happening?
ゲストハウスに行け。ラウンジを通過せずに至る方法 X の糧。
Method X that could let someone to the upper floor of the guest house without passing through the lounge. Through the ceiling? Like chimney, maybe? Is there a chimney? Also, Method X is probably denied by Nox rules.
エリカは窓やらを封じたと主張しているが、侵入可能なすべてを封印できたことは証明できていない。
The last part is actually pretty good, yeah. All possible means of entry. We thought only about windows and doors, but what about like secret passages? I know one of the next Nox rules is about secret passages, but it's only about for the room itself, right? It's not like for like entire story. So there could be like some entrance that lead to the second floor. It could be like you enter the first floor and there's a second passage, like hidden like, you know, outside of the wall. They can be like hidden like staircase that goes to the second floor and no one is aware of that.
エリカに発見できなかった侵入口 X を封印できなかった可能性がある。
Is it going to be the Nox rule about the stuff? Yeah, it is the third rule. Okay, so hidden passages is like general rule about mystery. It's not the specific for the rooms. But doesn't it contradict the epitaph? I mean, Golden Land and the epitaph, the gold room, it's the hidden passage. It contradicts the Noxford rule, so how can there be the hidden passage to the golden room? With the gold, with the epitaph. This is the contradiction of the red. Like it shouldn't exist. So, if this is like actually general truth about the mystery, does it mean that the passage to the golden room with the golden, you know, with the gold basically, it's basically not hidden, it's something that everyone knows about, that exists, and they like, for example, forgot about this? It's some kind of place that everyone knows about then. That way it wouldn't be hidden. Huh, interesting possibility. Passages detective cannot find are hidden passages. That's cheating. Basically, Erika found the... Okay, so the hidden passage to the golden room actually can exist. Because detective find it, so it exists. And it's not hidden. Oh my god, Nox is so fucking powerful. There are no entrances that mystery can't find.
ラウンジの エリカの見張りが完璧でなかった可能性の提示。エリカは2時間を過ごす間、片時も目をそらすことなく監視し続けたのか。
Okay, that's a good claim.
わずかの隙をつき、ラウンジを少なくともエリカの目にだけ触れずに通過することは可能かもしれない。
Okay.
緊急謹んで申し上げる。ラウンジでのエリカ卿の見張りは完璧なり、
Oh, for fuck's sake.
わずかの隙も油断も1秒の見落としもなきにけり。
緊急謹んで申し上げる。よってラウンジでの会合中、2階へ上がりしはローザのみなり。
Okay.
そのローザおばさんは本当にローザおばさん本人だったろうか。
I'll look at here. I need to save what I recorded because it's too long. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I will give my channel members shout out now because I don't know how these episodes are going, so I'm sorry I'm so unenthusiastic about this time, but it's been 4 hours and each 10 minutes I'm reading this, I feel like it's 10 minutes till the end. I just cannot stop. Like, my hands are shaking, I want to sleep. But it's just too intense. Oh my god, the streams will be long and painful. These guys, okay. These guys. That makes sense as well. Okay. Interesting. We are going to throw a lot of like blue truths right now. Like everything we can get. Let's see. The red will say that only Rosa being here.
ノックス第10条、手がかりなき他の登場人物への変装を禁ず。
That's new. Oh my fucking god, that's new. Forbidden for characters to disguise themselves without clues. Wait, does it mean that I cannot like create? Oh my god. Okay, quick question for you in the comments, I guess. Disguised as Beatrice. Episode 4 and episode 2. Is uniform a clue? Maybe you will not answer that because you will say that's to my interpretation once again, but for example, episode 4 Beatrice, she wears similar outfit as Jessica. Isn't that a clue that Jessica might be disguised as Beatrice, for example? Or do you mean like some physical clues, like they left some piece of evidence behind? Because this, the 10th rule, is destroying a lot of stuff right now in my theories. Like mostly about Beatrice. Mostly about Beatrice. I think it's actually only about Beatrice. Could there be someone else? I don't think I disguised anyone else outside of Beatrice. But yeah. It definitely changes a lot in my theories for episode 2 and 4. Because I will have to figure out new stuff. about Beatrice on the episode 4. How can she exist in episode 4 then? Did they not disguise themselves in episode 4 and Butler just assumed that was Beatrice? That wouldn't contradict the Nox tent rule. If the character on the roof, on the balcony, was not trying to be disguised. Maybe? There was no foreshadowing, suggesting that someone might be disguised as Rosa. So some kind of foreshadowing is required. Umineko, why you're doing this to me?
また彼女が人間を隠蔽できる荷物を所持していなかったことをエリカは確認しています。
夏日おばさんは何者かに脅迫されていた。招かれざる未知の客人 X が真犯人なんだ。
You cannot make X culprit, it's the Nox rule.
どうしてこの島には俺たちしかいないと断言できる。真犯人は俺たち以外に存在するんだ。
Yep. Which was it? I don't remember. That was the Nox rule. First. Oh, it's something different. I thought about different one. Probably. This is new one as well. It is forbidden for the culprit to be anyone not mentioned in the early part of the story. Okay, so culprit X is non-existent basically. Never ever. But this is something that we never like really outside of like early game. We didn't even consider because we had like read truth about people on the island. So we knew someone from the island is actually the culprit. Huh. Good one? That doesn't work like that. That's contradiction to Nox rule about poisons. Yeah, you cannot use that. You cannot use that according to Nox rule. If you don't know what kind of poison it is. Yep. Another contradiction with Nox rule. Still hasn't been discovered. Crossed out. Instantly. Yep. With clues that are not present. Yep. Some kind of device. We don't know what kind of device. It can be used. That's the... Nox 8 is basically disabling the Devil's Proof, which is the X. Yo, okay. Interesting claim, but that's very dangerous claim. If they do that, that's like game over. You have to say then that Natsuki is not a culprit, and that will be draw. You need to use the red for that. There's no other way. He must use red. It's contradiction to Nox? Are you serious already? It's forbidden for accident or intuition to be employed as a detective technique. I just know. God fuck. So everything must have a clue and proof.
夏日おばさん以外の全員にアリバイだと？一人抜けてるぞ。エリカ自身のアリバイは誰がどうやって証明するんだ？
Nox rule again. Detective cannot be a culprit.
ノックス第7条、探偵が犯人であることを禁ず。
現行犯でない限り、夏日おばさんが無実である可能性は常に否定できないはず。エリカの未発見の証拠 X によって無実が証明できる未来の可能性までを否定できるのか？
Was that contradiction to Nox?
ノックス第8条、提示されない手がかりでの解決を禁ず。
Okay, it's again this one. That cannot, yeah, like, even if it's both like, yeah, if it's not found, then it's not the proof or anything. You cannot just assume stuff. So basically, when I will be doing my theories, I cannot say I assume. Basically, it denies me that right, I guess. It will be a hard battle against Nox. It will be such a hard battle, but it's also good because it narrows the possibilities. It's good and bad at the same time.
この物語は悪意ある虚実に満ちている。夏日おばさんを陥れようと物語自体が罠になっている。
Oh, he's going to attack the story itself.
公正な真実だけで物語を再構築するべきだ。
ノックス第9条、観測者は自分の判断、解釈を主張することが許される。
Nox 9. Observers are permitted to put forward their own conclusions and interpretations.
俺が犯人で、例えば24時以降にジョージの兄貴たちが死ぬように遅効性の毒を盛り。
How the... Okay, I don't understand Nox Rule 9, I think. So it's designed as we should reconstruct the story. Are permitted to put forward their own conclusions and interpretations. Oh! I see! This blue truth is not a truth like a theory. It's interpretation of situation. That's what this red means. Let me know in the comments if I'm right. If not, then like you can explain to me like what it exactly referencing to. But I think it's because this is the interpretation of the observer. Because Butler observed this whole story and this whole trial, and this is his interpretation of it. I was a culprit and gave Josh and Nikin a slow acting poison to make them die after midnight.
午前3時に戻った俺が音もなく首を切断した可能性。
But Erika was listening apparently.
聞き耳のエリカに聞かれないくらいに静かに。
This is contradiction to which rule? Wouldn't hear? I need to... Okay, I will have to like... Before like we'll be doing streams and stuff, I will have to like... list out the Nox rules and have them like on like my hand, because I will not remember them like just like that on the get-go. Oh yeah, that one. Okay.
みんなは自殺なんだ。だから犯人は存在しない。
Is that some contradiction to Nox on this? Oh, it's the shield, guys. Okay, the girls.
犠牲者は全員他殺なり
Okay.
死体をエリカ自身が検視したわけじゃあるまい。探偵以外の人間は検視を誤る可能性があるはず。
I would call it valid before we had Erika and Nox here, but I'm not sure even like I don't know like which blue truths are valid at this point. I really need to like written down the Nox rules because, as I said, I have no experience with mystery, and I don't even know Nox rules or like the other guy rules. There was like some down. Something on D, I don't remember his name. He was like mentioned somewhere.
緊急謹んで申し上げ、すべての死体は決して検視を誤らぬものと知りたてまつれ。
No examination of any corpse ever mistaken. What the fuck is this? What is happening?
なら身代わりしたいということもあるかもな。犠牲者たちとよく似た死体をあらかじめ用意してあったんだ。
登場人物以外の死体は登場しないと知りたまえ。
No credits except those of characters who have appeared in the story. Is there a hole in this? This one feels suspicious a bit. Exists except those of characters who have appeared in the story. No.
ならどうして死体のないクラウスおじさんが死んでると宣言できるんだ。ノックスの第何条だかに違反するんじゃねえのか。
赤き真実はただ真実であり、証拠も証明の必要もないと知りたてまつれ。
We cannot win this. What is going on? It's episode 2 all over again. Losing so hard. But this time we are losing on which side? Funny enough. We are actually trying to protect Beato this time, not fight against her. The tables has turned. This is insane how the story went. In the face of those insane arguments, all my efforts to overturn the truth, threatening Natsuki as a culprit is completely meaningless. Ow. Each time, I brandish my desperate blue truths. Dlanor and the others' red truths knock me down to the floor. It's getting hard to even stand back upright. Up again. Does that mean my body is telling me that I'm about to surrender? To the truth where Natsuki is the culprit? The truth is getting more and more perfect. Each time I think I can slip through a chink of their armor, Dlanor smacks me down with the red longsword of Nox. And she's still broken. Fast.
落ちよう。一緒に地の底へ。
I don't want to see Beat like this. Her Majesty is the ruler of the Golden Land, and her enthusiasm as my adversary are completely gone. She's just a pitiful woman who's been trampled over and who had lost all hope, with tears streaming down her face, and a tragic smile that I cannot bear to look at.
あなたの真実はもはや存在しないのですか?
We still have the one that Virgilia gave us. Butler, you have to use it to make a draw. I still believe that's the only choice we have in this road. I mean, in episode 5. I think that's the only thing that Butler can do, to make a draw by claiming that Natsuki is not a culprit with red. Because he don't need a proof then. He don't need a proof or anything. If he can claim that Natsuki is not a culprit, then unless they say every single person is not a culprit, in specific, they cannot deny that truth. So that would mean that someone else outside of Natsuki is a culprit. Come on, the red. I have one last thing. You have to use it. You have no... There's no other way. We must use it. No. All I can do is to prove that Natsuki isn't a culprit. I can't show what the real truth beyond that is at all.
しかしそれでもベアトだけは助かるかもしれねえ。
どうして？
俺は夏日おばさんが
Yep, using the red. That's what I said from the beginning. That's the only thing you can do right now. And as I think about this now, for the first glance it gives you a draw. But actually it gives you a win. If you think about this. Because we want to deny possibility of Natsuki being a culprit and we want to approve witches, right? So unless they specifically, like I said, say that every single other person is not a culprit, they need to figure out new red truths to point out at the new culprit. And the new truths must be created that way so they don't overrule the other red truths. And that will be so freaking hard for them. There's no way they can... there's possibly the way, but I don't know what.
だが、異なる本当の真実を示せない。エリカの真実を無産させれば、事件は闇に戻り、お前の生きる余地もあるだろう。
Yep, the crime will return to darkness because there will be no culprit. There will be only witch. Unless they will do something with their truths. Do it.
それができたならね。でも、もし新しき真実が示せないなら、あんたはもうプレイヤーとして無能のようなしよ。このゲーム版から永遠に消えてもらうわ。
At this point, the game master is Lambda Delta, and she is there too. This probably doesn't mean defeat in a single game, but being banished from this game for all eternity as the loser. From what the witches have said in the past, I can faintly imagine the player's pieces are sand when they're banished. It's known as the depth of oblivion, an eternal darkness that lies on the far side of the eternal oblivion and where there is no concept of life or death. I'm going to disappear, but still Beato will remain. As long as Beato remains, no matter how suspicious Natsuki is, there will always remain space for the witch to be a culprit. In other words, room for Natsuki to not be the culprit. So he's not going to use red then? He's going to use something that will make pieces disappear. Himself included. He's sacrificing himself for Beato. But what he's going to do then? If not using the red? As long as that wiggle room is there, someone will eventually expose the truth. It doesn't have to be me. Eventually someone at last will smash this fake truths to pieces. I understood that this was the time to abandon myself for the sake of this other person who would eventually appear. For the sake of the real truth. Wait, we are losing Butler in episode 5 and we have new protagonists or something? What is happening right now? What's your idea?
どうやらお前を殺すって約束を俺はやっぱり
Because you will disappear?
嫌だ。
She knows what he wants to do.
わらわだけ生き残らせるな。そなたと共にわらわも消える。それがわらわへの最後の手向けとなるのだ。頼む。
She don't want him to go. She's clearly in love with him. What happened 6 years ago? Okay, what you gonna say? Is it red about Natsuhi? But how would that make you disappear? How would red about Natsuhi make him disappear? I don't think that's possible. I don't see a reason why he would disappear in this case. That would make, like, at worst, the draw. Not the lost. So what's happening?
やはりあなたには失望です。後ろ宮バトラー。とっとと引導を渡してください。夏日さんの罪を暴く私の独壇場が残ってますので。
Monologue. I don't want to hear that. I'm done with you.
本当に面白いわ。あんたたちはベアトリーチェ、後ろ宮バトラー。でももう飽きたわ。私たちのゲームにもうあんたたちは必要ないわ。おやりなさい、ドラノール。
Okay, let's see what Butler will do.
これでおしまい
Will
です。
he activate the Endless Nine?
最後の力がまだ
Whatever it is.
せめて最後にそれを振り絞って見せてください。
And? It's a small but brilliant red truth. It's about Natsuhi? Is it really that? How it will make him disappear? I don't understand this. I don't understand that. How? Yeah, my last trump, Cantrazio Virgila. How will that make him to disappear? I don't understand. I don't get it. You can help me out with this and let me know in the comment. How would that make him disappear? I'm missing a point here. Like, for me that's a draw at worst and possibility for the win at best. Erika, this takes your theory back to square one. Yeah, because you cannot basically say that Natsuhi is a culprit.
できるものならどうぞ。
食らいやがれ。後ろ宮夏日は犯人にあらず。
The red truth. Yep. The red truth is simple truth, with no evidence or proof required. This will make Lano stagger, even if that's all it does. That's the first and last strike I can make. How can she cut red truth with a red truth? What the fuck?
ノックス第2条。
You piece of shit, you have more Nox rules. Oh my god, what is this?
探偵方法に超自然能力の使用を禁ず。
You piece of shit. Oh my god, I don't believe it. Butler is detective at this point. Erika didn't use the red truth per se. It was Berencaster and Lambda Delta. Butler is detective now. If Valkyria would say it, that would be fine. If Butler says it, it's forbidden. This Nox rule is so freaking clever in terms of Umineko and how this world works. This is so damn clever. Oh my god, they really broke it. My red truth was blown away by Glanor Longsword.
この法廷で魔女以外が赤き真実を語るなら
We cannot win.
それにふさわしい証明を構築してちょうだい。
We cannot win.
エリカはこれまでその手順を踏んできたはずよ。
Shit. True, Erika herself hasn't used the red even once so far. She always had the witch Berencastle make those statements by using repetition requests.
あなたのその赤き真実はあなたが自分で手に入れたものではないわ。超常存在から授けられた超自然の真実よ。
Nog's second rule is so clever. I didn't expect that. That got me off guard. I didn't thought about this.
すなわち推理ではないデタラメな思いつきと同じということよ。
She's right. It's over. In that case, if I have Vargilia say the same red truth, yeah, that would be valid, but where she is? Where is Vargilia?
あなたがその赤き真実を掲げるにはそれにふさわしい構築が必要です。
Damn.
それが示せるのですか？
No, it's impossible. I just have the truth that Antsui isn't the culprit without any basis or evidence.
なあ、本当の真実なんて儚いんだよ。本当の真実なんて存在するのか。そしてそれは必要なものなのか。なくてもこうしてバトラー。
さあ、バトラー。あなたの示した赤を証明するのです。それができないならお別れです。
ならお別れだ。
Oh shit. We lost. What was the episode 5 in the beginning telling us? Was it like easy difficulty or actually impossible? Or what is it? I swear it's impossible difficulty. It's like episode 2 all over again. He cannot win.
わらわに今日まで付き合ってくれて。
Now when I thought that he's evolving and he can have a chance, he actually lost.
こんな血まみれの物語であったが。
Everyone lost. We lost. I lost.
それではこれにて当法廷は閉廷です。
End of time. Okay. That's a lot of deaths. Oh my god. Okay. Calm down. What's happening? Then the trial for the 5th game was over. Detective Furuto Erika accused the culprit Ushirome no Tsuki. The page is flipping. Someone's reading the story. There are 3 riddles the detective must explain. The first is who do it. Who is the culprit? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, mostly. As previously stated, it's Ushirome no Tsuki. The second is how do it. How did they carry out the crime? During the hour between midnight of October 4th, 86, and 1st AM the next day, Ushima Natsuki went to cousin's room on the second floor of the guest house and the servants' quarters on the first floor of the mansion. There, she carried out the murders. Who's reading this? Is it like police investigation or something? But everyone should die. No. The epitaph was solved. No one would die. Right? What's happening? It is only possible for the crime to have taken place during that hour. And for that 1 hour, alibis have been proven for all except Natsuki. Yo! Butler pierced by the longsword. With this music, it's wow. Holy shit. It's actually amazing background. From the sky, a massive red longsword, even greater in size than the one Lanor held, came crashing down like a thunderbolt and pierced through Butler's heart, pinning him in place while he still stood. In that instant, Beatrice vanished in a spray of gold, and her former minions disappeared as well. As the heartless witch looked down at the cathedral center, laughing coldly, all that remained was Butler with the red longsword sticking through him and Lanor. Yo, that's some paranormal ending. Butler threw blue bubbles of blood, closed his eyes slowly, and expired. Lanor stared on in silence, then turned on her heels when she saw his life leave him. After that, all that remained was the corpse of this sorrowful man, pierced by the sword that acted as a massive red grave marker, and lit by the faint glow radiated from the cathedral skylight. The soundtrack is fucking amazing with this scene. I swear this must be like, oh my god, so good. To be honest with you, if you want to enjoy Umineko, you don't even have to like spend hours of like me, like thinking, making theories and stuff. Just read the story. This is fucking amazing. Just read the story. You don't have to even like try to solve it. You will enjoy it anyway. Why Umineko is so good? Oh my god.